or crooked. Well.
What kind of crooked you talking?
I mean, okay. Well,
You
we're
better?
still kind of crooked, but
Which kind of crooked are you talking?
well, like, there's all this space over here.
That's how it always is.
No,
Yeah, because I'm always halfway off the screen.
I'm all the way against the table here, so I don't think that's true.
Okay.
All right, hello.
Hello.
Hello. We're also too. Hang on, we gotta. Oh God.
We're too high?
We're a little.
Crooked that way?
We're a little high here. All right. Okay. Okay.
You get it?
I don't know. We'll see. Can you guys see us, hear us, smell us, taste us? Can you feel us?
It was a bit much, Matt.
That was a lot. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Wait, no. We're welcoming. We're back. We're back.
It's been a minute.
It's been a lot of minutes, actually. Yeah, it's been quite a few minutes. You know, we went on a cruise. Some of you know that because you were on it. Some of you know that because we're friends. But we got back from the cruise. She was sick. No live. Then it was Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm.
No live. And then here we are. Here we are.
So it's been like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks. Well, and before that, we weren't live while we were on the cruise.
Right, that's the third week.
Oh, that's the third week. And then we were live the week before that.
Yeah, but it was a short one because we were still packing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's say hello to everybody.
Okay. Ed says, hi, Kimbra and Matt. Just waiting for the live to start. Well, it's been started.
It started.
Stacy says, hi, Kimbra and Matt.
Hello, Stacy.
And
Gina.
Anita says, hi, Stacy. And then, hi, Marty. And evening, JT. Oh, I missed JT. Hi, JT.
Hey, JT.
It's much harder to read on here.
It is a little more challenging.
Viviana.
Hey there, Viviana.
Hello.
And there's Les. I see Les.
You see Les?
Says, good evening, everyone. I met and everyone I met and you had a good cruise. Okay. Serious Stupid doesn't understand me. I met Kimbra. Looks like you had a great cruise. There we go. All right. That does make more sense. Okay. Yes. Did we get everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
JT says, I'm still awake.
Hey. That's something.
And Ed says, cruise countdown 146 days.
Woo! That's the same as ours, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I'm drinking a Bloody Mary. Todd Blount is not in here right now, but it's his fault. I used to say that I didn't like Bloody Marys, and then I found out that I do.
It looks a lot more red on the TV.
It does look like it's the color of blood. Blood. Spicy blood.
Stacy's telling Les to ignore the snake skin in the background.
Yeah, there's a couple of those actually.
All right.
Okay.
We're caught up, and we have nothing to talk about, so.
What do you mean we have nothing to talk about?
It was sarcasm.
Oh.
You missed the prompt.
Oh,
To
sorry.
be like, oh yeah, nothing to talk about, bye.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah.
I missed that bus. Where is that? Oh, it's just delayed. Okay. I'm like, it's not coming off my shoulder.
Look at the top one.
Because,
We're up there.
yeah, I realize that now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a delay. So, 92 days for the Waldrops. Well, for Stacy and Gina. Before their next cruise.
And they just got off one after we got off one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not fair because that means they've been on one more recent and they got one more
Yeah.
closer. That's not fair.
It's not fair. I call shenanigans.
Shenanigans. That sounds like an appropriate word because, you know, the cruise we were on, of course, was the Pero DJ group cruise.
That was my attempt at a segue.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was clever. I like that. So yeah, that of course is what we were on, and they said they'd never do a group cruise, and they did a group cruise, and it turns out that they definitely should not have done it. No, I'm just kidding. No, it turns out they should have done a group cruise because it was a lot of fun. We had a ton of fun. It was a lot of people. 324, I think, was their guest count.
Including themselves.
Oh, that included that?
That included themselves.
Still, okay, so 322
Yeah.
people. That could go a lot of ways, but it went really well, actually. I know them very well, and I know they were very concerned about making sure that, everybody felt like they got some time with them, and that everybody had a good time, and I think they achieved that in abundance. So, well done. So, what should we do? Should we talk about that cruise a little bit?
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah.
Do you want to start from the beginning?
Seems like a good place to start.
I mean, like before we got on the cruise, like maybe what we did before.
Oh, we should talk about that.
Yeah.
Because that was fun.
It was.
It was a little pre-cruise shenanigans. So, basically, our friends Ed and Anita, who are in this chat right now, I believe both of them are in here, and Todd and Patty, who are surprisingly not in here, but they may be. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It's like I summoned him. He says, "Hello, everyone." Late. They came over because, Ed and Anita were staying here the night before the cruise. 'Twas the night before cruise, miss. No, and then Todd and Patty came over, and how'd they get here? Well, our good friend Viviana drove them over here, which we very much appreciate. And not only did she drive them over here, she wasn't just their taxi service. She actually sort of hosted a murder mystery dinner party at our house for that crew, which was a blast. It was a lot of fun. We basically got roles to play, and there was food and camaraderie, and it just made for a really fun night pre-cruise kickoff. It was really a lot of fun.
And I cooked dinner.
Yeah, she put that lasagna in the oven.
That's right, I did.
Look what I'm drinking, Todd. Your fault. Anyway, so that was cool. That was really a lot of fun. And Viviana didn't go on the cruise with us, but we still got a little Viviana time with everybody, which was awesome. So the next morning, we sent the Blounts to their hotel. The next morning we got up, what is it, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed? Mm-hmm. Yeah, where's my mom? Speaking of that sounds like something she'd say. And we went to the cruise terminal, which is like going to work, because we literally work at the cruise terminal. Well, next to the cruise terminal. So we drove in, and we met up with the Blounts, and we got in line, and
they walked right past us.
The Blounts did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, ooh.
Which is ridiculous because Matt and I have been on this ship before and they haven't.
I know, right?
We should have gotten the priority. But
freaking called
whatever.
But
before you continue, I'm going to say a couple of these before they pass up and then I lose them.
All right.
JT says 20 days to Celebrity Reflection and 35 to MSC Seaside.
Nice.
Viviana says birthday cruise countdown 104 days.
Nice.
You got Todd. Anita said they did a very good job on the group cruise. Virgil says, I'm sure you visited the Lazy Lizard. Todd says, Patty is doing homework. She has to write Python code, Matt's favorite programming language. And JD says, I saw all the smoke from your cooking.
That was dry ice, to be fair. But we did say it was crazy.
Ed says, I give Fantastic Cruise Hotel 5 stars. It was awesome. Room had live critters in it. They were caged and they were supposed to be there.
That's right.
Todd says, I have a spiked eggnog.
Oh. Is it already eggnog time, Todd? I've got spiked Bloody Mary. They're always spiked, aren't they?
Anita says pre-cruise was so fun. Todd says it was my towel animals. Oh, gave one to the lady in line. That's how they walk past them. And JT's going to get a refill. And go.
So last time when we were on the Margaritaville Islander at sea, we showed up early. We walked on the ship. There was like no wait. It was great. Yeah. This time, not the same. Now they've had a little bit of time to sort of get their act together and stuff, which is probably for the best. And we did have to wait, but to be fair, we didn't have to wait past the time that they told us to show up. So
I believe we actually ended up on about 30 minutes before we were supposed to.
Yeah, so
we still ended up going. I mean, we got there really early. It was our own fault. They
Yeah.
literally said, "Don't do that."
yeah, can't fault them for that. But honestly, like it went pretty smoothly. Getting on board was not bad. They have now converted to the better version of Muster. In fact, what I kind of liked that they did, maybe some people wouldn't like this, but I did appreciate this, is as soon as you got on, like, they got you to your muster. There was none of this like, hey, we still need everybody to go to the muster. Please report to your muster. No, they were like, they basically really funneled you to your muster station, which was great because you went to your muster station, you checked in. I think we watched the guy put on a life jacket or something, maybe. I don't even know. And then that was it. We're done. Stick a fork in it. So that was cool. And then it was time to start enjoying the cruise. So day one.
Before you continue.
Okay.
Todd says pre-cruise fun was like foreplay with your friends.
well.
Ed says Coke and spice rum for me.
Oh, okay.
Les.
My Bloody Mary has tequila in it, just so it's a Bloody Maria technically.
Les says D&J really liked your 3D printed ship on a stick. I'm drinking water.
They ParaDJ did release their first group cruise video today, and they did highlight the things that Ed and Nick made, the little cornhole games that they kindly donated to them for their raffle. They also highlighted the 3D printed elephants that Todd made, and they highlighted the ship on a stick that Kimbra made. That they paid us for those, but they gave them to people as gifts.
And now we should be back to good.
All right, so hopefully we'll be back in a second. We'll see. I'm gonna put my rabbit fingers up here.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay,
We forgot to turn off the Wi-Fi on the phone.
Yeah, we're on cellular, so we shouldn't have any problems now. Anyway, so we got on board. We met up with our friends again, and we got in our rooms pretty quickly, I'd say. And then they did like a sort of basic meet and greet thing that day. So we went in there to drop off our stuff and just to say hi. And we saw like, 300 people in there, and we're like, oh my God, like they're going to get mobbed, right? Like they're going to get like people aren't going to leave them alone. They're going to be like walking down the corridor, and people are going to be like, running up like the paparazzi or something. But that didn't happen. Okay. People, I don't know if it's because of the kind of people that ParaDJ attracts, or for whatever reason, the people were all very kind and respectful, and so that all went really, really smoothly for them. And I attribute that to the kind of people that they are, and the kind of people that would want to watch their channel, because I think what really makes them special to me is their authenticity and their kindness. I think that I think they're funny, I think they're fun, but it's really that authenticity and kindness that really it keeps me coming back because I don't really watch any other cruise vloggers that I used to watch anymore. I'm not like, throwing mud at anybody. I just don't. I still occasionally watch ParaDJ. I don't watch every video that comes out, but I still occasionally watch them because I don't know, there's something different about them that just keeps me coming back. So anyway, people got their picture taken with them and stuff, so that was cool. Just a basic meet and greet kind of deal. They didn't want to, if you watch their vlog, they'll talk about this. They didn't want to like clog up the happenings on that first day because there's so much activity with everybody getting on the ship and whatnot. So second day was Key West, right?
It was Key West.
Key West. Day one is a port day, or day two? Is it day one or day two? How do you classify that?
I'd say it's day 2.
You say it's day two?
Yeah, because
Okay.
day 1 you get on the ship.
All right.
Day 2
That's fair.
is the next day.
That's fair. So we're in Key West.
What a great day to spend in Key West.
Because it was somebody's birthday, I think that's what's been prompted out of me here. It was Kimbra's birthday. Kimbra's not old enough to not want to celebrate birthdays yet. Unlike me.
Well, here's the thing.
So,
it's not that we need to celebrate my birthday. We just need to celebrate me. And if that's how I can get the celebration, then we will continue to talk about it being my birthday
okay.
month.
All right. Anyway.
See, Anita says it, and Key West is extra fun since it was Kimbra's birthday.
There you go. Of course, the girls they teamed up on us. They stuck together. So we just wanted to walk around. Like the Blouse did like a bicycle thing, which was cool. They got to see a lot of the island and stuff. And then we hung out with Ed and Anita, and we walked around. We went to Papa's Pilar, the rum distillery, which is our favorite rum. Like. Nothing else is even close that I've tasted. So we did like a rum tasting. We went to a shipwreck museum, and then I think we met up with Todd and Patty, and then Ed and Anita went back.
We got key lime pie.
Oh yeah, we got key lime pie at Kermit's, and then we met up with Todd and Patty, and then Ed and Anita went back to the ship, and then we went and did pickle juice shots with Todd. Did Patty do a pickle juice shot?
She did not.
She's smart.
Yeah.
We did pickle juice shots with Todd. That was a brainy idea, and it was different. I'm glad I did it.
I would do it again.
Would you do it again? I think I would.
It was like, it had potential to be okay. I believe it was made with vodka.
I would agree with that. It's probably vodka.
And if they made a different choice, I would probably be happier with it. Because like the pickle part, I like pickles a lot.
Do you think pickles and tequila would go well together? Like, I don't think pickles and rum would work.
No.
Pickles and whiskey would probably work, but you don't like whiskey. No. I don't know. What do you guys like in your pickle juice shots? Do you do pickle juice shots?
No. Todd says
Todd really liked it.
There were comments about our group. One person mentioned that I heard someone say those 300 people from that group just booked a month ago. I informed them, no, booked a long time ago. That's funny.
That is pretty funny. The ship capacity was, I think, it was definitely not a full ship.
I think they were at 1,900.
And the capacity is like 22, 24, something like that.
Yeah.
It felt like it was a not full ship, which was really pleasant. A smaller ship and not full. Yeah, that's the life I want to be living now.
And there's something about that layout of ship that just works.
Yeah.
No matter how full it is.
Yeah.
Because when we did our Pride cruise, that was during spring break. And it was a full cruise and it didn't feel that way.
It didn't feel too bad.
So there's something about
smaller ship, good layout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I made them go all the way down for what was really only about, I think, what was it, like 2/3 of a mile?
That's what you're telling me.
But they said it was like 4 miles.
It felt like the
both
longest
ways,
walk.
uphill.
I know.
In the snow.
I know Patty's doing homework, but she would agree with me.
I don't know. I bought like a $95 bottle of absinthe that's supposedly made in Key West. It's not made in Key West, but it's a Key West absinthe that I heard about and I really wanted it and I found it.
Would
and
you
then-
say it's worth that amount of money?
I think experientially, yes. I don't regret buying it. Would I buy another bottle of it? Probably not. It's not that amazing, but like I needed to try it because I love absinthe and I think it's cool that it's like an American absinthe made in Florida. It is made in Florida. I think it's way overpriced at $95. If it was $60, yeah, I would buy it again. But 95, I didn't know how much it was. I took it. I was like, "Do you have Death in the Afternoon absinthe?" And she's like, "It's right there." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And she's like, "It's 95, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Holy crap! In for a penny, in for a pound. It's too late now." All right, I made them walk this way. If I don't buy this bottle of liquor, I'm going to be in trouble. So I'm just gonna suck it up and buy it. So I did, and I did. And then we trudged all the way back to the ship.
No, we went somewhere else first.
Did we? Oh, we went back. No, yeah, that's right. We went back to Papa's Pilar. So they have the tasting room, and then they have a bar, which they use their rums to make drinks, which are overpriced, but they're very good. So if you're gonna buy an overpriced drink, and I say overpriced, but like the same as they were on the ship probably, but with Papa's Pilar. The bartender took 3 years to make our drinks. He was very methodical, but very thorough. And they were we got 4 different drinks, and they were all exquisite. Exquisite. Just really good drinks. If you are a fan of rum, these were really good rum drinks. So, yeah. And this is, like I said, this is another level of rum. I don't know. That's what we think. Anyway, I don't know what Todd and Patty, I know they like the drinks. I don't know, Ed and Anita. Well, did Anita try the rum?
No, but Ed did.
Ed did. I think Ed was pretty happy with the rum as well.
Because Ed was like, I don't know the difference between the cheapest rum and blah, blah, blah. And then he tried it.
Yeah.
Virgil says pickle juice was inspiration for Gatorade.
Okay, well that makes sense because Gatorade, I mean the whole electrolytes thing is just basically salt water. Yeah. So if you can make salt water more pleasant to drink, then you get your electrolytes.
Todd says it was a journey that allowed us to spend more time together, so no walk is too long for that.
That's right,
That's
Todd.
True.
That's right.
I'll give you that. It was just more walking than I thought we were going to do that day.
Well, you know what?
That's fine. Mostly because
we made the trek to Mordor.
Mostly because we were going, and I'm pretty sure I heard you say, "Oh yeah, it's just around the corner," and then we kept going and going and going, and I'm like, "What happened to just around the corner?"
It wasn't that far. It really wasn't that far. You guys can look it up on a map. I don't remember the name of the liquor store though. You remember the name of the liquor store?
No. Ed says, we love that ship. I'm looking at January 2027 cruise on the Margaritaville Islander. Okay.
All right. Yeah, Todd says, he said something about the bartender.
That was the slowest bartender.
Yeah, and then something about it being the sloth.
I don't know. I didn't see that. I don't know where you read that. So that was the slowest
1.5 for 4 drinks. 1.5 for 4 drinks. He was Lily a sloth. Really, I think he meant really is. It was a slow. The dude was slow. I don't mean he was like slow. I mean his bartending skills were left a little bit to be desired in the speed department. The quality was there, but half hour. Yeah, half hour for 4 drinks. It was not busy. Okay.
No,
so,
you were the only ones that he was making drinks. Yeah, it was.
They made another drink for somebody else while we were out there. One.
Now, Patty and I did decide that we should have made the choice to stay at the bar while you guys walked down to the liquor store. But by the time we thought about that, we had already committed to the walk.
Yeah, you guys would have spent as much money as I spent on that absinthe if that would have been the case.
Let's see. Anita says Ed told me he enjoyed the rum tasting.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I did.
Todd said it was just around the corner, but it was down the street.
It really was. It was around the corner, down the street. It was just a long street.
Viviana says, am I the only one that hears every few words?
I think so. I think it's you, Viviana.
And Stacy says, Kimber, how's your back and numb foot? It's the same. Yeah, so
Still numb?
yeah,
Still a foot.
still numb, still a foot. I did, what was it, last week? I went and talked about the potential of surgery with was he like the doctor's assistant or something?
I think he was another neurosurgeon, wasn't he? Or
No, he was Kyle.
Okay.
Kyle's the doctor's
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
I don't know. It just says Kyle. Like, that's all it says.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
And they're like,
Let's talk about surgery.
I checked in and okay, you're here to see Kyle? And I'm like, I don't know who Kyle is.
We just found him on the corner. Hello, my name is Kyle. I like to talk about back surgery with people. Will you give me a job?
But I felt really good walking out of there. There's no surgery scheduled yet. I'm trying to decide what to do.
Yep, but she's doing all right. I mean, she can
function.
She can function. She's not in agony or anything. Just a little bit of awkward numbness.
Todd said, how does she know it was a long walk? Her foot was numb.
That's right. That's right, Todd. Yeah.
Only half of my foot. The other half totally new.
Yeah, so there's 3/4 of feet on her that were totally aware of the pain.
Actually, here's the thing. It's actually the numbness in the foot that makes it more difficult.
Okay.
Because it does weird things to my leg.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm going to do weird things to your leg. Anyway, what?
Like, I'm going to do weird things to your leg. Or
I'm going to do weird things to your leg.
I'm not sure.
You may wake up with only one.
Okay, that's not what I was thinking.
Oh, you were thinking more like a Reno thing?
Reno never did weird things to
No,
my leg, but yes, that's...
Yeah. Okay, no, that's not what I meant. Good Lord. But that was Key West.
That was Key West.
Let me ask you this.
Me or them?
You.
Oh.
Or you. That have been to Key West. Now that you've been to Key West, what do you think of Key West? What is your opinion of Key West compared to other cruise ports, things like that?
So I'm actually going to compare it to St. Augustine
Mm.
because I get similar vibes but
A little
different.
bit, yeah.
So I would like to go back, and actually spend a couple days there at least.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I feel like it was so rushed. We were there, we ran around, did the things that were on our list, and ran back.
Right.
I would like to actually spend a couple days there. I don't think that I would want to do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I would go back on a cruise, because I enjoyed the things that we did.
Right.
And I would like to do some of those things again. But I wouldn't want to go back over and over on a multi-day trip like I do St. Augustine.
So let's say that you did the math and a weekend in St. Augustine or in Key West cost the same just for transportation, room, and board as a 7-night Caribbean cruise. Would you go to Key West?
No, but I would choose the cruise over, but there are things that I didn't get to do in Key West. So because of the distance that those things are and the time that you would potentially need to spend
Mm-hmm.
to do those things, I would like to go to Key West for a long weekend or a couple days or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's I want to go see the butterfly thing. I would potentially be interested in seeing Robert the Doll, that creepy thing.
That ghost tour.
Right.
I mean, you can see it in the museum during the day, but you got to do the ghost tour. Robert the Doll is pretty intense.
There's some of those things that I would want to do that doing it on a cruise would not give me the time or opportunity
Right.
to do so.
Right.
So because of that, I would like to spend a couple days there. However, once I've done that,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the problem with Key West. It's so expensive and it's cool, but it's like value wise, I don't know if it's that cool. Like I think it's a good port stop to really kind of get a taste of Key West, and then yeah, I mean if you take the money out of it, it'd be worth doing a long weekend just to explore a few things. But honestly, unless you're like really into just like walking around and getting drunk, like I think there's only like it feels more limited, and maybe I just don't know Key West well enough than like St. Augustine. I feel like there's more. I feel like St. Augustine has more to offer culturally, historically, where Key West has some of that, but it's more about like a laid back party town kind of a vibe. You know, I mean, if you're there at night, Ed would like it because there's boobs out all over the place.
That's Ed's kind of thing.
Right. So.
All right. So there's some comments here. JT says, we'll be in Key West on the 29th, their first time. Les says, how did Halloween go? Did you have lots of kids show up? We'll come back to that. Let me read the rest of these real quick. Viviana says, what are you going to do to her leg? Kimbra, wink twice if you need help. JT says, long weekend in Key West. Stacy says, I agree, Kimbra. I would like to spend a little more time there, so not so rushed. JT says, as always, I'll drive to Key West, Matt. Anita says, I was going to say that too. You need more time there. There's a lot to experience. JT says, always interested in walking around getting drunk.
So I think.
Hold on, one more. Anita says, dang, Matt, you know Ed very well.
Yeah, I do. So actually, I think maybe the more economic way to do Key West is with a small group, so that you can rent, instead of like hotel rooms, like a little kind of house kind of thing, kind of like in St. Augustine. Mm-hmm. And I think that like JT and Jen would be like a really good, I think. And I think also Viviana.
I was going to say,
Matt,
we've talked about doing something like that with Viviana,
I think all of them would be a really good group to go there with.
Yeah.
I think that they would. I think there would be stuff for everyone to really enjoy, and that might be a good way to do that. That is not like that cuts the cost down. Because like if you just try and go as a couple, like hotels are like $300 a night.
Yeah.
So. You know, you stay there 3 nights and you're at $900, and that's not counting any of your food, your drink, your nothing. So that's why I'm like, oh God, I'm just gonna go on a freaking cruise. But I think it'd be fun to do that. I think it'd be fun to do that for sure.
You know, honestly, if the 6 of us did something like that, you 3 guys could like sit at the bar and just drink, and the rest of us, the other girls, like us girls, can like go.
We'll look at boobs.
Yeah, you can look at boobs. Because Matt would enjoy that too.
Yeah, the other Matt.
I mean, I think he prefers Viviana's, but I think, he would look at any of them. But yeah, and then me and Viviana and Jen can go do cultural things.
Well, the drinking and boobs happens at night. The cultural things are closed at night.
Oh.
So that doesn't.
So at night, I also.
It's a very different vibe. I'm saying this with very limited experience being in Key West. I could be very wrong about this. I've only been there a few times, so, but that is a feel I got for it. It is cool. I'm not knocking Key West. It's just expensive. Virgil says 15 years ago, Key West was a cheap weekend getaway. Today, the cheapest way to visit is on a cruise. I think that's a very valid statement right there. From what I can understand, because I've looked into going to Key West because I'm like, that'd be kind of cool. So, and I'd like to go to the Dry Tortugas. That's like a whole day trip thing from Key West to go over there and dive or snorkel and whatnot. But anyway, Key West was fun. We had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of like a Florida version of Puerto Rico in a way.
Yeah.
Because in Puerto Rico, you just get off the ship and just walk around and do whatever the hell you want, and that's kind of the vibe of Key West. And sometimes that's nice, you know. Sometimes that's just like a good thing. Like you don't have any pressure. You don't have to be anywhere at a certain time, except obviously back on the ship. But you just kind of go with it. And that's like a lot of fun. I've had those sort of days in Nassau too, to be fair, but you can do a lot more things in Puerto Rico or Key West than in Nassau. But yeah, so it's a good time.
All right. Les asked about Halloween.
About Halloween. Okay, so Halloween, we had both Marty out at first, then the captain came out, and then Marty went to sleep. We had over 200 kids, which I thought was a lot until I talked to other people, and they're like, yeah, we had like over 1,000. I'm like, good God. We had over 200 kids because we made 200 bags for kids, which had a 3D print, a candy, a sticker, and a fake temporary tattoo. And those were gone. So we know we had 200, and then we gave away some more stuff at the end. Probably, I'd say maybe 225, 250, something like that, you think? 210, I don't know. It was over 200. Yeah. It was a lot. But it was cool. It was literally cool. So we had to put a heat lamp out for the dragons to sit underneath, and I had my little heat gun to check the temperature to make sure that it was warm enough for them, which it was. It was like they were sitting at a nice toasty 95 degrees under that. I wanted to crawl under there with them. They did really well. The kids loved it. Everybody loves it. Some people have bearded dragons, or their teacher has a bearded dragon, or they know somebody with a bearded dragon, or they remember the bearded dragon from last year. I really think that people enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. The lizards enjoyed it because they got a lot of worms. So I feel like they probably enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a good time. All right, next day on the cruise was a sea day.
Yes, it was.
It was.
Viviana's sending me pictures of her boobs.
It was a sea day, and good God, I don't remember what we did that day. That was the day that they did the raffle, right?
Yes.
So if you watch their video, they had a raffle, and the goal of their raffle, they had the stuff that Ed and Todd donated generously. They also had some crappy bottles of champagne the ship donated, and it's kind of funny because, and they even mentioned this, there were 3 groups of people that created things to give to them, or in our case, sell to them. But they asked us, to be fair, we didn't just say, hey, you want to buy these? And we were all sailing together. So what they call us, the creative crew. The creative crew. That's a badge I wear with honor. So I thought that was really cool. But anyway, most of the raffle prizes were experiences. So they bought experiences like brunches and mixology classes and all these sorts of things. And you could win and then choose one of those things. So if you chose an experience, it was for 2 people with them, which was really, I thought, brilliant. I think they had maybe a total of 6 people or so with each experience, I feel like.
Let me think. I know mixology, there were 14 people total, but they
weren't all there.
No, they weren't. I think 2 of them, 2 and 2 at either end, so 10. So 14 minus 10
is 4.
10 minus 2 is 8. So they had 4. They gave 4 away for that.
Okay. 4.
I was getting there.
4 pairs or
8 people, 4 pairs.
Okay.
So
okay.
one ticket.
Yeah.
1 giveaway which had 2 persons on it.
Yeah.
4 of those.
Yeah. So I thought that was really clever and kind. They were very generous. I feel like they were extraordinarily generous. I know they made bank on this, and they deserve to make bank on this. But they really, like I said, that kindness, that authenticity, they really, I feel like, gave back to the people. That like they didn't even vlog that much because they wanted to make sure they were spending time with people, which that's some channels wouldn't do that. Just telling you right now, some channels would not do that. So that was really cool. So we won a raffle, and we chose the Mixology. Kimber and I won the raffle. We chose Mixology to do with them, which we got to do with them on the on the last C day,
which is also the second C day.
Which is also the second C day. So that was cool, but there was a lot of raffles to win. Not everybody won one, obviously, but it was pretty cool. I thought for them to do that, and what else on the second day?
Anita says a couple things we did on the C days was play mini golf.
Yeah.
She said, "Damn, that was fun on the one side," and the cornhole. Yeah, so the one side with the mini golf is where it's located. There's like a big fan thing that blows, and every time we put the ball down, the fan blew the ball.
It's right
so,
there where you put the ball.
So like you set it down, and you had to like see how quickly you could hit it so that it didn't fly away.
It was pretty funny. But that's something we didn't get to do. The first time we were in Margaritaville, it was a shorter cruise, and
it was really windy.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I really wanted to do, and we didn't do it. And so I was bummed. So we did that, with friends, which made it more fun anyway. And it was cool. Their mini golf course is fun. I think it needs like walls on the things, but that's like, I don't know why cruise ships can't get that part right with mini golf. But
the cornhole thing was really cool.
The cornhole thing was cool, and the holes in the mini golf were interesting. They were creative. They were fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. Was it the most challenging, strategic, well-planned mini golf? No, but it was for like style points. It was 10 out of 10, and that's.
It's the theming. They've got the.
And that's a big part. That's a big part of mini golf to me. Down here in Florida, we have like all these cookie cutter mini golf places that are all the same flipping thing, which is unfortunate. But it's cool, but it's like the same one everywhere. For the most part, there are a few exceptions, but this was different. So I appreciated that. And
I think we got in the pool for a minute.
Yeah, we did a little pool time. The hot tubs are hot on the ship. Not even warm. They're hot. Which is what it should be. Because one, you don't get people that just sit in there all day hogging the thing. And two, I want my hot tub hot. Like, it's a hot tub. It's not a lukewarm tub. It's not a cold tub. It's a hot tub. Make it hot. And they did. They made it hot. So that was good.
Viviana says her Matt and her always like playing mini golf on the cruise ships. Mm-hmm. If they place one, we make time to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy that as well.
We usually do it at least once as well.
Yeah. I don't like, but I get it. I understand why they do this, but I don't like that you have to go to the towel place to get the bean bags and the mini golf stuff, and you gotta like sign out. But I know, I get why they do it, and I respect why they do it, because I'm sure a lot of things go over the side of the ship otherwise, and they have to, unfortunately, because this is why we can't have nice things. But it is kind of annoying at the same time. So.
What else did we do that day?
We hung out with.
Just kind of chilled and hung out.
We got a lot of time with our friends, which was really.
I ate cheeseburger in paradise. Great. I think 3 times.
Yeah, the first time.
At least 3.
I think I only ate it like twice on the first cruise, or once on the first cruise.
I think just once.
I made up for that, and then I perfected it by starting at Cheeseburger in Paradise and going over to the Mexican Cutie, and then putting some taco accoutrements on there. That's the way to go if you like the spice. I
only got tacos once this time.
But I got them twice.
I did a taco bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not enough time to eat that food.
Yeah.
Especially when you have, 4 ports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The food, by the way, is hit or miss. For unless you like seafood. If you like seafood, you're probably golden. But there are days when it's very seafood heavy, and so for us, that was not ideal. However, the pizza was good. The cheeseburger in Paradise was phenomenal. The Mexican cutie is very good. So it's not like I was hungry.
But I will say the breakfast buffet is hot garbage.
Yeah, the breakfast buffet
It's
sucks.
not good. Unless you want cereal,
Yeah.
it's not good. We
No.
actually ended up
No beans!
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh.
They we ended up doing the dining room breakfast, which we don't usually do. Like we might here and there, but that's what we did on C days because that breakfast was just not good.
All of me. Yeah. I do prefer Mexican Cutie's breakfast burritos.
Not me.
I know she doesn't, but I do. For the same reason JT would, because they use regular flour tortillas instead of
it would be such an easy fix.
those weird ones.
They mix like pico in with their eggs.
Which is, again, not a problem for me. Problem for the anti-tomato.
And I do miss the crispy potatoes. Like, I do like that.
I do miss those. I do miss those.
I considered going to get, like, scrambled eggs off the buffet and taking it over to them. But I don't like those scrambled eggs either.
Yeah, their breakfast buffet was not good. If I was going to complain about the food on the ship, it would be the breakfast buffet.
I'm also going to say the desserts in the main dining room were not great. I actually skipped dessert, I think, twice.
They don't have a cheese plate. They don't have that. They don't have, so on Carnival or Royal Caribbean, and I think Norwegian, if there's nothing I like, there's always we offer these things every day. They don't do that. So, normally it's like a steak, a chicken, and an Indian. Okay. If you offer me Indian, I'm good. They don't do that. So if they have 6 dishes and none of them look good and 4 of them are seafood, I'm kind of not really excited about this. So, but again, whatever. I used to cruise partly to eat. I do enjoy food, but it's not my motivation anymore on a cruise. So I don't really care that much if they don't have impeccable MDR every night. I don't know. It doesn't,
but there needs to be at least one thing.
I don't. It doesn't bother me.
I guess there's the buffet.
I can go to the buffet and find something to eat. And I could get pizza. I can get a cheeseburger. It's fine. I don't care. I don't need to bloat myself on every cruise, every meal. I had that opinion maybe when I started cruising. I don't really care about that as much anymore. But still, it's a some people do really want to cruise for the food, and if that is you and you don't like seafood, you may have challenges with this cruise in that regard.
But I didn't like the dessert option. Like every night they had the pina colada lush and ice cream, which I don't like either of those things. And then they had one other thing, which changed every night. And most of them I didn't like, but that's fine. Again, just like Matt was saying,
Yeah, food is a big part of cruising, JT. I know for a lot of people it is. It's just not for me anymore. So, and so if that is, then that could be influential.
The food doesn't make or break that cruise for me.
No,
because there's so much more about that ship and that cruise.
The more I cruise, the more my motivation for cruising changes, and food is less important. However, they did have good food. There was some really good food in the MDR. It wasn't like the MDR was gross. It's just that there were certain menus that didn't have anything that appealed to me. And I am picky in the sense that I don't eat seafood. So other than that, I'm not, and I don't like pasta and I don't like seafood. So that's on me, but that is, that is a thing. So something to be aware of. So that was
That last comment.
because I liked the shots you can get in the dining room, and was able to keep the shot glass. Yeah, we got like 4 shot glasses, which was kind of cool. I mean,
Yeah.
they were what, $10 or something like that.
Yeah, but
But
you
you
got
to keep the shot glass.
the shot and the glass.
We
for
did
$10.
shots. We did shots like a few times. Well, at least twice because
Yeah,
we have 4 shot
we did it
glasses.
twice.
So that was cool. Yeah, and Stacy's saying
Yeah,
Carnival does that
Carnival.
too. Does Carnivals have like the souvenirs that say like Carnival on there? They probably do.
Yeah.
But these are nice, like heavy glass
Yeah.
shot glasses. I don't know what Carnivals are, just because I've never done shots on Carnival at the MDR. I guess they may be the same. It may be the same thing. I don't know, but yeah, that was kind of cool. So second sea day was fun. It was relaxing, and then we were in we were in Cozumel. Cozumel. Most people went to Paradise Beach. That's where Paradijay went. That's where the Roddies went. That's where the Blounts went. We did not do that. Stacey says, I think they do say Carnival on them. We went to a small Mayan ruins that's actually in Cozumel. And look, we knew the ruins weren't going to be all that in a bag of chips. I was hoping it'd be a place we could go, that let's walk around, we'd see some wildlife. That is not what happened. So they led you on a tour. It was, it was not, compared to other Mayan ruins, it was not that exciting. We did see some iguanas. I made a painting of one of the pictures. It was part of the thumbnail of this particular live. I already got it printed. It came out really good. I'm real happy with it. But there were a lot of mosquitoes, which, that's...
And we used bug
wipes. We should have used spray.
I don't know. They worked for Halloween.
Yeah, but
Once
those
I
are...
used them, they stopped.
Yeah, but you weren't wearing tights.
I was wearing leggings. Yeah.
Were you? Oh, well, they weren't Mexican mosquitoes.
I guess.
Mexican mosquitoes don't mess around. Okay, they're like, oh no, I'm going to get your blood. Anyway, it was, I wouldn't do it again, but it also included a chocolate factory thing, which when we signed up for it, that was kind of like, I guess we'll have to do this chocolate factory thing. But the chocolate factory thing was actually kind of cool because, it wasn't that different. It was a little more built up than other chocolate experiences I've done. And they gave you a sample of the chocolate. They showed you how it was made. I liked the sample. She did not. Then you get to go to the bar, and they had, it was like $5, right?
7.
7?
I think it was 7.
$7 chocolate margarita. Oh my God.
So good.
Oh my God. Like, can I just go there and drink chocolate margaritas next time? Because they were freaking awesome.
I think that's the picture that's in our thumbnail as well.
It is,
Us
yeah.
drinking those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were so good. So good. And $7. Come on. So that was cool. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend that excursion per se. It was, go to a regular Mayan ruins or, don't do that. It's my own expectations because I just wanted to go see wildlife in Cozumel, and that's not what they sold it as. It's just what I wanted it to be. That's not what it was.
My bigger issue with it wasn't. I didn't really expect to be able to just walk around. Because I've only been to one other one and you didn't just walk around. But that's fine. My bigger issue was we got to a spot. The guy said, come crowd around this spot. Listen to me talk for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then let's move to the other one. And you didn't get a chance to walk around.
Right.
Like we just went to a spot, stood there, listened to him talk. And I'm like, but there's all these things in front of me. I would like to walk over to those.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a little.
And then we went to another spot and we did the exact same thing. So
Yeah.
we didn't actually look at the Mayan ruins.
That's true. It was a little bit of a sheep herding kind of
That
experience.
was my issue with
It wasn't very big either. Like they tried to make it seem bigger by the way you walked around, but there wasn't a whole lot
No.
there. Which, again, I mean, it is what it is. You can't the Mayans were there for what they were there for. So the structures that are there are there. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I knew it wasn't going to be like awesome Mayan ruins. I just was hoping it would be more of like a Maya key kind of experience where you can kind of like walk around, or like a Chankanaab sort of thing where you could just walk around and explore for a little bit and then you get back on the bus. That's not what it was. So
no,
not great, but whatever. Live and learn. We did it. We experienced it. Now we know.
Yep.
JT says the ruins in Costa Maya are better. We saw monkeys, lizards, and tons of birds. We did the ruins in Costa Maya. We saw lizards, I think. We didn't see monkeys or birds, really. But JT says we did that excursion before. Oh, so you've done that one before. Yeah, it was... we were going to go scuba diving, but we were worried about Kimber's back, so we didn't do that. So, Virgil says I take the public ferry to Playa del Carmen, then public bus to Tulum and visit the ruins. Yeah, I've never been to Tulum, but if I was going for Mayan ruins, I would have gone to like Tulum or one of those. But we were just looking for something like closer that we could just have like a short excursion. It was cool. We got to see a lot of Cozumel. So that was cool because when we went back, like we took the road all the way around.
Yeah, that was neat.
And we got to see a lot of it. The guy mentioned crocodiles, so of course my ears perked up and I'm like, tell me more about crocodiles. And he's like, oh, we don't really see crocodiles. I'm like,
you can see them in that one spot that I mentioned when we drove past
right,
it.
like I'm like, that's it? Like, come on. I know crocodiles are here.
I wouldn't say he was the best tour guide.
No, he was not very good at a tour guide, but whatever. It was what it was. But anyway, everybody had fun at Paradise Beach.
Yeah.
They had a lot of fun at Paradise Beach, so that was good. And then day, whatever it is, 3 now?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Day 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We went to Belize.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a snorkel tour that went to Key Cocker and then snorkeling. Well, not kind of in that order, but really it was snorkeling and then Key Cocker, which we sort of did on our group cruise, sort of.
Yeah, we did that.
So it was sold as a turtles and snorkeling. There were no turtles.
None at all.
It wasn't sold as a shark experience and snorkeling, but that's what it became. So they tried to work with this tour company and they tried to explain to them how many people and blah, 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 but this tour company just didn't get it. So it was a little stressful because we were waiting a long time to get going. But once we did, it was good. We got to go and snorkel. The snorkeling in Belize kind of sucks because, and this is not the fault of the tour company, this is Belize laws. You have to wear a life jacket.
Sort of.
When you snorkel. You have to have a life jacket when you snorkel.
Oh, have a good night, JT.
Oh, good night, JT. Which sucks if you're somebody like me that, doesn't need a life jacket, doesn't want a life jacket, is bothered by life jackets. But whatever, the snorkeling wasn't super awesome. It wasn't super clear. It was okay. It wasn't terrible. But then we went to the shark thing, which is like nurse sharks everywhere, a few southern stingrays. That's awesome. That's like a lot of fun. If you saw our video we put out, I believe it was that experience. So that was really, really cool. Highly recommend that if you're interested in sharks. It's an easy snorkel because you're literally standing or kneeling. You're not even swimming. And you get to see a ton of sharks. and probably several stingrays as well. So that I really enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. And then you go to Key Calker, which is really cool. There's no like really vehicles on there except for golf carts, and it's a real quaint little place. I know Virgil's talked about going there and diving. I would like to definitely do that. Go there and stay and dive. It's just a really cool little island that seems, I don't know, it's just really intriguing to me. And
Their
so
glass bottles are really, really thick.
yeah, they like recycle their bottles and stuff. So you order or you buy a soda and it's like, yeah, like if you threw it and hit somebody, you would kill them. It's like heavy duty glass. It's interesting, but I really enjoyed it. The excursion was fun, despite the snorkeling sucking, because one, the girls that didn't go snorkeling hung out with Jay on the boat, which everybody I think enjoyed, and then me and Todd and Ed, we did the snorkeling, we did the shark thing. You did that too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you weren't on the boat with. Yeah, I was thinking that all the girls were on the boat.
You just forgot about me.
Well, Patty and Anita were on the boat.
They were.
With Jay. So everybody had fun. It was a good time hanging out with everybody and just doing those experiences was a good time. So that was our next day. And then what happened the next day? We went to Costa Maya. And we went to Maya Chan, which is awesome. Now Maya Chan is very jungly, and everybody from Para DJ pretty much, it was full. It was sold out to Para DJ people. When we got there, there was a big sign saying welcome Para DJ. There was a thing that said welcome back Schaefer's, because she booked the last one. So we had we got our own like little cabana with our friends, and the drinks just keep coming. The food is there. The food's pretty good. And then I almost killed Ed, but he said it was worth it. I haven't done that video yet. But basically, the thing that people don't like about Maya Chan is that it's a realistic ecosystem beach. So there's a lot of algae. It's muddy until you get past it.
It was a little smelly.
It can get a little smelly, yeah. So.
And the pool's not like.
The pool's tiny. It's like a little tiny
and
pool.
it was cold. Like it's not Paradise Beach.
No, but to me, I think it just feels more authentic. But
tacos.
The tacos are really good.
Best tacos.
Are really good.
I've ever had, I think.
And then if you really want to see nature, if you really want to see the reef, it's there. You just have to get to it, and it takes a minute to get there. I think it's about 300 yards swim to the coral reef. So I drug Ed. I took Ed with me out there. He made it. I made it. We got out there. Once he was there, I think he was okay with the journey, because it's not an easy swim. It's really not an easy swim, but and the reef out there isn't spectacular. Although Kimber and I saw like a big spotted eagle ray. We didn't.
At least you knew what you were getting yourself into this time.
Yeah.
When we did it, we had. Like the girl was like, yeah, it's out there.
Yeah,
and we just kept going
is it?
And going.
Is it
and we're like,
there?
I don't know if we're gonna hit anything.
Yeah, because you're just like, okay, and until you get to it, it's just like it's mud, zero visibility, then it's like low visibility, and then it's seagrass for days, thick seagrass, and then you start to see like a few plain sand spots, and then you see a little mound of reef, and then boom, there's the reef. Like the visibility when we were there.
She's going to bed.
All right, good night, Marty. The visibility when we were there was probably about, 25 feet maybe, so it wasn't like crystal clear, but it was cool. We were the only ones out there. We got to tinker around out there, and yeah, Ed says it was fun. It was a good time. It was fun. It was an exploration. It reminded me of the kind of thing I did when I was like a teenager, and I'd go to my cousin's house in Festus, Missouri, and he lived on like a bunch of land, and then there was a lot of like wilderness, and we would just go, we would just go, you know, we would just go hiking for the day. We'd end up in rivers and creeks and all kinds of stuff. We didn't know where we were going. We didn't know what we were going to see. It was an adventure, and that's kind of that's kind of what it's like. So it was fun.
Viviana says best tacos, but was it the best yellow rice?
Did they have yellow rice?
That's the rice that they had.
Oh, okay.
She calls it yellow rice even though it's orange.
Okay. Well,
What did I say? What did I say about the rice, Matt?
you said it's not as good as Viviana's, but it's close. I don't know. What did you say?
You don't remember?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I said Viviana's rice is better.
She said that. I don't remember that, but she probably did say that. I'll vouch for it, even though I don't remember it.
Well, somebody else is in here that probably heard me.
Anyway,
We get to eat that tomorrow.
Maya Chan. Oh yeah, Maya Chan is a nice place if you just want a relaxing day on the beach and you want kind of that tropical experience. It's, I don't know, it's cool. But
The drinks are good too.
if you want clearer water and stuff, then you're gonna look for that in like Paradise Beach or something like that. But if you go there the right time of year, because I was talking to the guy, and he said if you're there like more like late winter, early spring, then that algae and the seaweed and stuff isn't there, and then it's clear, really clear water. So we'll have to try that sometime.
Stacey said, was it as good as the teppanyaki rice on the celebration? Different types of rice. You can't compare. There's Mexican rice and there's like Asian rice. Two very different rices, both delicious. I can't put one above the other, because if I'm eating Asian food, I want Asian rice. If I'm eating Mexican food, I want Mexican rice.
Okay.
I can't have fried rice and tacos. That's wrong. And I can't
you
have
could. It's called
Mexican
fusion.
rice and
Anyway.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Anyway.
Because I like them both.
It was the last day of excursions. It was our last port for that cruise, and it was a good time. It was nice because, you know, again, like Paradijay was in a cabana kind of next to ours, and you know, they had some people in there, but it wasn't like people were like, you know, swarming their cabana or anything. Like, people were really respectful, and they really, I think, did a good job of interacting. You know, they're just kind people, like I've said. So, oh yeah, I forgot about that, Anita. Kimbra, because this was an all-you-can-drink place, had a few. She had a few. So the ride back is like a 15, I think it's a 15-passenger van, which was full. She sat in the front seat, that like not driving, because no, next to the guy, and narrated the way back, and referenced the driver multiple times, much to his dismay, and at times I think he appreciated it. It was an interesting bit of narration.
You know what? If Todd hadn't provided the words, I wouldn't have been able to say that.
I don't know. Well, I can't look at my phone because we're like, did I record that? Somebody recorded
Anita did.
Anita recorded that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it exists.
And I believe she posted it on Facebook.
So there you go. Is it in Fantastic?
No.
Oh.
It doesn't need to be.
It could be, though. It could be. If you want to see Drunk Kimbra in action, that's a classic.
I'm a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
The other people in the band enjoyed it.
Most of them, I think, did.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I was a blast.
Yeah. Yeah. So then the last sea day. What did I say?
Viviana says, "Oh, but it does need to be."
But it does need to be. Viviana needs to see that, Anita. If nothing else, if you could just send that to her to see, that would be good. Or send it to me, and I'll make sure she gets to see it tomorrow. Either way. So last C Day, it was good. We got to hang out with our friends some more. It was kind of a little bit short because we went to our.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have to go back to Costa Maya.
Oh.
Ed wants me to make sure to remember and mention the hot guy that I saw in a Speedo.
Ed was threatening for many months that he was going to wear a Speedo. And darn tootin', if he didn't drop his drawers in Costa Maya with nothing but a Speedo on.
We were all sitting in our under our little hut, and like out of nowhere, he jumps out from behind a bush in a bright white Speedo. And he has mentioned my face a few times. I don't know what it looked like. But apparently it was a face to remember.
Yes. So hats off to Ed for his bravery in posing in a Speedo. He did that.
Somebody should have had their camera out. Nobody knew what was going to happen.
Nobody caught that on camera?
No.
Really?
Nobody was ready. It just happened.
And then when it happened, we were all in shock.
We were all like, whoa.
Like, whoa. He followed through.
Stacy says that at least there wasn't a pole involved this time.
No, there was no pole. Good thing, probably. Yeah. Yes, we were all in a state of shock. I was like, all right.
And where was yours?
Yeah, no, I don't have that kind of courage in me, quite frankly. So the last C Day, yeah, I mean, we hung out with our friends, but not as much as I thought we would, because we did the mixology class, and that was really cool. We got to do that with D&J, and then I asked them how this. So there's a speakeasy on Margaritaville Islander, and they don't advertise it. They don't tell anybody about it. You just gotta know, and then you can go and you can pay to go to the speakeasy. Well, that was one of their things they were giving away, which we were between the speakeasy and the mixology, but we chose the mixology. But we're sitting at the mixology, and I'm like, hey man, tell me how that speakeasy was. And he's telling me about it, and then he's like, you know what? I think we got 2 extra tickets. You guys want to go? And we're like, yeah, we do. So we went to the speakeasy with them. Thank you so much, J&D, for allowing us to do that. And it was really
cool.
It was really cool. So the speakeasy, you gotta go to this secret room on the ship, and this room has all this nostalgia stuff from Jimmy Buffett. So, and they tell you stories, and then you have drinks that you can choose from that are like top shelf drinks. And if you don't want those, they got top shelf liquors that you can just have on the rocks or whatever. But basically, they have Jimmy Buffett's first guitar. They have. Which is a
really cool story on how that.
It's like this girl he dated. She had the guitar. She contacted Jimmy Buffett and finally got a hold of him, and
like 40 years after they had dated,
and just wanted to give the guitar back. She wasn't looking for anything. She just wanted to give the guitar back to him. How flipping cool is that? And so she did. And then that guitar is now in the only speakeasy that Margaritaville has on any of their properties or anything. And then they have a guitar from I can't remember the guy's name. Some country guy.
McAnany.
Apparently he's popular in the country scene. And I guess the two of them work together a lot. So when he found out, because Jimmy Buffett, of course, passed away right around the time the ship was about to sail or started sailing. So he basically said, you know what? You got Jimmy's first guitar. Take my first guitar. So they got his first guitar there. And then Jimmy Buffett was hanging out with Bono, admittedly not a big U2 fan, but this is a fun story, hanging out with Bono in Key West, and they got a hankering for some jerk chicken. So, of course, Jimmy Buffett has a seaplane. So they get in the seaplane, they fly to Jamaica because, that's the life they live. and get some jerk chicken. Well, when they're going back out to the seaplane, there was some mix-up that Jimmy Buffett's plane was a drug runner, and the Jamaican police start shooting at the plane. There's like bullet holes in the plane. They got it sorted out. Jimmy Buffett's plane is now in City Walk, Universal City Walk, and it still has the bullet holes. He never got rid of them. He thought they were cool, I guess.
But it's like the real plane. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not a replica.
It's the legit thing. But they reached out to Bono. Bono donated a guitar, and Bono's a big deal in the music world. So there's a Bono guitar in there, and then the last recording that Jimmy Buffett made was a song that he wrote based off of an experience he had at a barbecue with Paul McCartney and Paul McCartney's wife, where she said something, I don't even remember what it was, but the song's about it. And he...
I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm like having fun or something. I don't remember.
Something like that. Anyway, they reached out to Paul McCartney. There's a Paul McCartney guitar in there. So, obviously few people have heard of him. And then there's like a replica of this like traveling folding guitar that Jimmy Buffett, I guess, had, and a cigar box guitar that is like one that Jimmy Buffett played. And then they have like photographs and some clothing items and stuff like that. And then like
talk about his record collection.
Yeah. So this is really cool. So Jimmy Buffett, his music was fine, but he was a cool dude. Like he did a lot of conservation stuff with manatees and things like that. Like he really was a good person, I think. So during the COVID shutdown, he went to his favorite record store in Miami, and he was trying to complete his record collection. And when he went there, they knew him, and they said, "Look, Jimmy, this is the last time you're going to be able to come here because, unfortunately, we got to close down. I got to let go the staff and stuff like that." Well, Jimmy Buffett apparently was like, "Oh no, that's not going to happen," and donated a bunch of money to this record store to keep it going and keep everybody employed. Which, to this day, it is still going with, I guess, the same employees is what they said. And so, in exchange for that, they got him the records to complete his record collection, which is very eclectic and interesting to see. Like he had a lot of different musical genres in there. And then when he died, his daughter helped set up the speakeasy, and she went to that record store and she bought every record that was in Jimmy Buffett's record collection, and it's in there. And they'll play the records for you if you want while you're hanging out. You're like, "Oh, I want to hear that." We didn't have a lot of time in there, so we didn't really do that, but I guess you could. So it was really cool. And then as a memento, they give you this little, I don't know how well this is going to show up, but they give you this little guitar pick. It's turning. And it's got a little etching on it there. I don't know if you can read that, but I'll read it. It says, "Quietly making noise." So
And then it comes in this
comes a little leather
little pouch.
like suede pouch. But, it was really cool. It gives it that unique signature that is something different about Margaritaville, because all the other cruise lines, they're just cruise lines. Margaritaville has a story, it has an author, it's got more to it. Now, if they get 20 ships, that may kind of melt away, but right now, I don't know about their Paradise ship, but their Islander ship, it really, you can feel Jimmy Buffett's presence on that ship. I don't mean like supernaturally, because I don't believe in that crap, but just like the essence of it, like the feeling of it is there. And that, to me, that's like an extra cool factor. Even if you're not like a parrot head, which I'm not a parrot head. I like Jimmy Buffett's music. It's fine, but it's still cool. And he was a man that celebrated the Caribbean, and that's what this cruise line is all about. So anyway, that was the last day, and that's why we didn't get to hang out with our friends as much, because that was like how the day ended. And they're like, "Yeah, peace out." But it was a really awesome cruise.
Well, and at the end of the speakeasy, they were like, "You can have as many drinks as you want to carry out."
Yeah.
And we were like,
Nope, we were
Oh.
the mixology and this, and we're good. We're good. We're good.
like that sounds so lovely, except I can't drink anymore.
Yeah. Thank goodness we didn't do the drink package because we did not need it. We had a $300 credit between the two of us, and we still had money left over on that on the last day. We actually went over because we bought some more of the mezcal that we really like, and we got like a buy two
Get 20% off.
20% off package. So we ended up spending what, like $35?
I think I had $37 on my card.
$37, and we drank, you know,
Everything we wanted to drink.
yeah, we didn't hold back on drinking. We didn't drink, you know, tons, but we drank what we wanted to, like legitimately what we wanted to drink, which was just the right amount. So it was good. It was good. We really enjoyed it, and like it was cool to cruise with Para DJ. It was a good cruise, but honestly, like the best part was really spending that quality time, you know, with Ed and Anita and Todd and Patty. That was just really priceless, and you know,
And I got Matt to go to shows.
yeah.
He didn't love them all,
No,
but we went.
there was a fun magician on there. He was a little campy, but his stage presence was really good. So, and they did a show I liked, didn't they? I only went to one show. You guys went to the country one or whatever, and I didn't.
Yeah, which was not.
Which you didn't like.
No.
People are always like, you never go to the shows. Then we go to the shows, and then they never like them. So
What did
I'm
we?
like, see?
We did the variety show, which was like the opening.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you're talking
No,
about?
no. We did the crew talent show.
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
That had some. It's ups and downs.
Yeah,
but
there
it
was some hits and misses, but
But it was cool
The
that
hits were neat.
they showed what the crew does. I
Right.
mean, most of them sang.
right. Because they're from the Philippines, and people from the Philippines. Sorry if this is racist, but people from the Philippines can sing and amazingly well. So
Yeah.
they just can. That tends to be a thing.
That one girl did that really cool dance.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was really
Yeah, it was really
really cool.
cool.
Like with weird.
Like extra suit, like very specific movements. I don't remember who,
Yeah.
like where the dance was from, but it was really cool. I love that kind of stuff.
It was Asian, but I don't remember. I don't think it was India. I think it was like. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
It was cool though. It was really cool.
Um,
It looked like something you'd see in a movie or something. It was just really interesting.
Did you? Oh, I might be thinking of something else. Was there something with acrobatics?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think the only show we went to was
Was there another show that I went to that you didn't?
just the country show. It's the only one you went to without me.
Maybe that's where they had acrobatics or something.
I don't know.
But I also just saw a show at the Straz, and I might be getting that confused with it.
They did have a Halloween costume contest. We did have our Dungeons and Dragons costume, and we entered that contest with tons of other people. We didn't win, but we had like an interactive component to it, and we had some fun with that. We had some people that enjoyed that. So
Show had the children that Matt loved.
Oh.
The children on the show.
no, the ones that were like
No, in front of
obnoxious
us.
talking.
That was during the magic show.
That was the magic show, yeah.
Yeah, I even
Oh.
said something. I don't know if they heard me or not. But this right in front of us, there were like the entire row was full of like young children that should have been in bed by that time.
Yeah.
And they were loud and moving around and talking and playing and had their tablets, and it was not appropriate for a show.
No.
And at one point in time, I said, "What is this? The daycare center?" And it didn't really stop. And I didn't say it really loudly.
Yeah, I don't think they heard you, but I appreciated it. They don't really do any Broadway type shows. I mean, they do the singing. They do the same kind of shows that Carnival does. I would say,
Yeah.
in general, that same kind of level of show as well.
I would put it slightly. Let me back up because some of Carnival's bigger ships have a little more production to them. So I would put it close to that, but definitely above like what their smaller ships do.
Okay.
Production wise, like the country show, like there were parts of the stage that rise and lower, and they had like horses that they moved onto them and utilized. Like there was, it was just song and dance.
Right.
There was no story, but there was a little more production.
Okay. So, yeah.
Okay. Anita says it was the country show where they had acrobats. Okay.
Yeah.
So I just went to see Water for Elephants on Broadway, which also had acrobats because it's about a circus. So I was very confused about what I had been seeing.
And we saw Evil Dead the Musical at a very small, like, local production company, and it was amazing. I love Evil Dead the Musical. And the guy that played the lead role of Ash was just phenomenal. I mean, he was
so good.
He was really good. I saw that same show at a larger production several years ago, and it was good, but this guy blew him out of the water. I mean, he was really that character. It was amazing. And that actor is going to be performing on a cruise ship soon, we read, right? Didn't we read that?
Yes, he's going to be on
Royal Caribbean, maybe?
Stand by. He said something else.
So. Stacy says, I'm not meaning quality of show, just type of show. We like the singing and dancing to have a story and not just be a concert. I don't know about that. It was more of...
I mean, it was like they sing songs. There's no story. They sing songs, there's production, but there's no story to it.
Most shows I've seen on cruises are like that, I would say. I haven't seen that many that have a few, but usually like on Mardi Gras, I think they had that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, he's getting ready. What did it say? Starting in March, he's going to be on Star of the Seas as George McFly in Back to the Future.
Star of the Seas? Is that Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas?
Well, I mean, it ends in of the seas.
I've never heard of that ship. Star of the Seas? Is that a newer ship? Anyway, I don't know how this guy will do as Marty or George McFly. He probably would do good as George McFly.
I think so.
Yeah, but playing Ash from Evil Dead, he was a dead ringer, a Dead by Dawn ringer. He was really good. He was really, really good. Like, he had the mannerisms down. His voice was good. Like, it was just, I was very happy with that whole thing. Les says, Matt and Kimbra, you going to the Electric Daisy Carnival in Orlando tomorrow. Oh, Viviana says it's their newest ship.
Oh.
Okay, that's how out of it I am. No, we're not going to the Daisy. We're going to Repticon tomorrow morning, and we're not getting any new animals. We may be getting food for the animals. But no, we're not going to the Daisy Festival. That sounds intriguing. And then we're coming back here for some sci-fi D&D with Viviana and our friend Steve. Most of the playlist cast shows on Carnival have a story or at least some acting out of parts to them. Huh. Okay. I just feel like most of them I've seen are just like one song to the next. Like, I don't know. But maybe that's smaller ships, or I'm just not catching the story. I don't know. But because that's like my thing is like I want a little bit of a play with my musicals, and I don't usually see that, but maybe I'm going to the wrong shows. I don't know. Viviana says Royal typically has Broadway type shows. Yeah, I mean especially on I know on their big ships they have
Mhm.
like legit stuff.
Even on when we were on Freedom of the Seas, they had that time, or what was it, fairy tale story show. That was a really good show.
Yeah.
And that's a smaller royal ship.
I mean,
it's not
it's
small.
It's not brilliant
but it's
small.
It's not what their big ships are now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they had like Kinky Boots on one of their ships for a while, and yeah, Mamma Mia.
Do they have cats?
I don't know if they've had cats, but like they buy like Broadway licenses and stuff and get that sort of thing. But you also, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Viviana, you have to like make reservations for those shows on the big ships and stuff because they sell out, which is different. It's a different experience there, but yeah, I don't know. That one show we saw, and I think it was with Stacy and Gina on Mardi Gras or Celebration. That was like mystical, like there was like trees and stuff.
The one that we saw on Center Stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that had a pretty big story.
That one had a little bit, more of a story to it.
Yeah. That one was a little different.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what else you got?
I don't know. I didn't think that we were going to get through the entire cruise plus everything else before our
we did.
time.
Look at that.
Yeah.
9:46. Boom.
You going to paint your mini tonight?
Maybe. Oh, yeah, I didn't show these off.
Oh.
So, Kimbra 3D printed some little...
Oh, speaking of 3D printed...
fun Hellboy things.
I got a new 3D printer.
She did for her birthday, yeah. She did. And, yes, you do have to reserve seats ahead of time. So, these were free models, weren't they?
Yeah.
That we got. We got these like a long time ago, these little Hellboy models, which I'm a big Hellboy fan. So, this was kind of my practice one. With the horns, I did a little bit different things with the paint, and I tried a few different like sealants, and he came out all right. Like I don't dislike him, but then this is the one I feel like this is more of the Hellboy that, like when he grinds his horns down. So this one I actually sprayed tonight with like a clear coat, which worked way better than the paint on ones, and I spent a little more detail and time painting this guy. But yeah, this is resin. This is a resin print, so you can see like how smooth that is. I mean, if you see texture, it's probably from my painting on there. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a couple little Hellboys, and
what is the shine?
Hmm?
So one thing I've got, the character, he looks real shiny in some spots.
Yeah.
The character that I'm playing in our sci-fi game it's called a plasmoid, which is basically like a gooey person, like just a blob of a person, kind of.
Odo from Deep Space Nine when he's not fully shapeshifted.
That, or the other thing that I think is like from Hotel Transylvania, the little blobby guy.
Blob, yeah.
Somewhere between the two of them.
Yeah.
Is kind of the vibe that.
Thank you.
And I have a mini that I've printed that I'm trying to figure out how to paint because it's one thing. I don't have like it's got armor and stuff, so I can't print it all in like clear gooey.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out how to paint the head and like the hands and like the body parts and make it look shiny, gooey, wet.
I think this one I painted on looks wetter, and like his paint job was crappier, so that's part of the reason he looks a little bit crappier. But if you were just like doing thinner coats on those little parts, I think that might be the way to go. Because obviously you can't use a spray unless you like. I mean, you could tape up the other parts.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
It would be a lot. So that might be the way to go. Les says, happy belated anniversary. Well, thank you, Les.
Thank you.
Yeah, that just happened. And happy birthday. Happy belated birthday to you, Kimber.
Thank you, Les.
Viviana says maybe a light blue with white highlights. Yeah, she could do that, but she wants to make it like
I want to make
legit,
it look
like shiny.
Yeah, like I want the armor to look one way, but I want the head and the hands to like actually look kind of wet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to. We've tried some different varnishes. Well, that's what he was testing on those. Some different varnishes. I've looked some up. I've just got to decide which direction I want to go.
Well, I mean, print off a few and then do some tests. If you want to. I mean, I know we're playing tomorrow, but doesn't have to be perfect. You can.
I don't know if I'll get it painted before we play tomorrow.
I changed my character, Viviana, by the way. I'm not playing an insect anymore. I'm playing a robot now, which you'll learn about tomorrow. So he should be interesting.
Oh, is that an upset what? An excited what?
Is that a what to my robot or? Yes, you're still. Yeah, you can still be a hippo, of course.
I haven't changed.
I just had some other character concepts that popped into my head, and so I talked to Steve. I asked him if I could change, and he said yes. So I've developed this character that is.
Have you put that character into
a robot?
The thing.
I have not. I've made my character. I did not put it in the.
I'm saying you should probably do that so Steve knows what's what.
Yeah. Yeah, I sent him information about the character.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have my character sheet. But I don't know how important that is. So.
I'm pretty excited to play this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Be different.
Very different type of character for me.
I'm still the same basic type too. I'm still like a gun-wielding, laser gun-wielding fighter type. I'm just a different life form and personality.
Robot instead of a bug.
Yes. With a very specific.
It was a surprise what?
Very specific. The character would say your enthusiastic response was predictable yet unnecessary.
It's kind of Data like. Or I can't think of a. Crichton wouldn't be like that.
No, not really. It's more
Isaac.
like
I know
Isaac.
You said Isaac, but I don't know how many. I don't know if they've seen Orville.
Yeah, it's more like I didn't design it to be that way, but that is kind of the thing I feel like is the closest to it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Oh. Yes, that's what she meant.
Play a robot pretty well.
I want popcorn.
Do you?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm thinking that's what I'll do when we're done here.
I'm thirsty, but I still got some Bloody Mary mix.
You gonna drink that?
No, I'm not, because I put a lot of tequila in that, and if I drink that whole thing, that means I've drank all that tequila, and I don't really want to be that. Maybe I'll drink it tomorrow.
I'm drinking water.
I'm gonna drink some soda. Soda sounds amazing to me right now.
Oh, Anita just had popcorn.
Oh, we could have nachos too. Yesterday was International Nacho Day. Did you guys know that? Did you guys eat nachos on International Nacho Day?
I had nachos for lunch and dinner.
Yeah, I didn't.
But I could go for some nachos.
I had them for dinner.
Oh, Les is eating popcorn now.
I don't know if I'm hungry enough to eat nachos. I don't know.
Just popcorn?
I'm just thirsty.
You don't want anything?
I'm real thirsty.
Okay.
I'm like extremely thirsty.
And Stacy had popcorn for lunch.
Okay.
Nobody told me it was popcorn day.
I don't think it is. It's not officially popcorn day, but yet it's popcorn day.
What is today? Today is like, what was it, like bittersweet chocolate with almonds day or something like that.
That's way too much.
Did you not see the email from Tim Binder?
No. I did, but I just deleted it. I didn't read it. As I do with many emails at work.
Let's see.
It's popcorn day on Fantastic Cruising. That's what Anita says.
Ah, okay.
Save it for tomorrow. We are having Mexican type food. The nachos. I'm like, popcorn? Mexican popcorn? Is that a thing? Mexican street popcorn? I don't know.
Today is Hug a Bear Day.
Weren't you you're making something tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, I have to go to the store.
I was gonna say you didn't get any of that
Nope.
stuff.
Nope, I still need to go to the store to do that.
Mm,
I'm making an enchilada casserole thing.
okay,
You okay with that?
sure.
Apparently it's a bunch of birthdays. I don't care about birthdays. I want to know what days it is. National Retinol Day.
Retinol?
Notary Public Day.
She says the nachos. Save the nachos. for
National
tomorrow.
Canine Lymphoma Awareness Day.
That's very specific.
Love Your Lawyer Day.
No. No.
Fountain pen.
I draw the line there.
How about Fountain Pen Day?
Fountain pen? Come on. We've gone too far with the days, people. Okay? It's gone too far. There's too many of them. They've become meaningless because there's so many of them.
Tomorrow is Cook Something Bold and Pungent Day. Ooh, National Cappuccino Day. I can get behind that.
She's making yellow rice and flan.
Yes.
Anita agrees. How many people are watching? Where do we see that on this? Do we see that on this somewhere? 10. We have 10 people still? Wow. Thank you, guys.
Listening to us do this.
Like, yeah, we're so exciting. We are almost done, though. And we're going to sign out in about 4 minutes or less. And as far, well, ooh, we won't be on next week, will we? Because your mom's going to be here.
Oh, yeah, we won't be on next week. Because my mom will be here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we won't
So let's
be-
talk about what we're doing next weekend.
Yeah, let's
Real
do-
quick, we've
okay,
got,
all right.
let's give ourselves 5 minutes to do that.
5 minutes, yeah. Okay.
When is Fantastic Cruising Day? Every day
It's
Fantastic Cruising Day.
it's whenever our group cruise with Sea Days is. That's it's Fantastic Cruising Sea Days Day.
Sea days.
Sea Day. Sea Days the day. So yeah, so next weekend on Thursday night, Kimber's mom and her friend are coming into town. They're not going to get here till late, so we won't see them till Friday morning. We're taking Friday of work off next week, and we're going to meet them for some breakfast at the local breakfast buffet place, which is awesome. It's the anti-Margaritaville Islander at Sea buffet breakfast. And then we're going to go antiquing, because there's a lot of antique stores in Plant City, and then there's a really interesting antique store. Well, it used to be interesting. It moved. We're going to see if it's still interesting in Lakeland, which is fairly close to us.
I didn't actually ask you how you felt about going antiquing. You okay with that?
I'm fine with that. I mean,
We've been to all those stores lots of times.
we have, but it's
fun to
it'll
walk
be-
through.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, we are going to the Sarasota Medieval Fair, which is basically a more accurately described Renaissance Festival, because Renaissance festivals typically are not set in Renaissance. They're set in medieval times. So why are they called Renaissance? Anyway, but it's the same thing. And that should be fun. They put on a good one in Sarasota. So we're going to do that with her mom and her friend.
Viviana.
And Viviana and Matt.
Mm-hmm.
And,
And we might do the pub crawl.
oh, I'm glad I'm not driving.
That's why we might be able to do the pub crawl.
Designated driver, and it's her mom. So if she gets S-faced, then I'll be like, Tammy, she's your daughter. And then Sunday we're going to Epcot. Right?
Yeah.
Epcot, which Josh tried to tell me was Food and Wine, but it's not, right?
I think Food and Wine is over.
Yeah, it's Josh, so it's probably
But-
not accurate. But that's what he said. Oh, it's Food and Wine. I'm like, is it? I thought we were avoiding food and wine, but
Oh, it goes through November 22nd. It's food and wine.
he was right. Okay, well, mark one on his list of being right. So that hopefully won't be super crowded. We're gonna do that, and then she flies out on Monday morning, and we go back to work. So, but we will not be live because of that. The next week, I think we will. Right? There's nothing that week, right? We don't have anything.
Let me bring up the calendar because I don't know anything.
Uh,
No, we should be good for the week after that.
We're trying to talk Todd and Patty to come down in February because I found out that one of my very favorite bands, The Descendants, is going to be touring again with an artist that I like a lot that I've never seen, Frank Turner, and they're touring, and they're going to be in Orlando in February and technically in St. Pete, but I'd rather see them in Orlando because it's an indoor facility, and so we're trying to talk them into coming down for that. But we'll probably go to that, and maybe Epic Universe, if we'll see about that, but
Oh, we're gonna see Viviana 3 weekends in a row.
holy crap, why?
And
well,
then
we saw her last weekend for Halloween. We're going to see her tomorrow for D&D.
so that's 4 weekends in a row.
4. And then we're going to see her, because then we're going to see her next weekend for Medieval Fair, and then it's D&D again. That's 4, Viviana.
And then
4.
and then we skip a weekend. And then we're gonna see her that weekend, and that weekend. So we have another 3.
What's that weekend?
That weekend is when we're going to St. Augustine.
Oh, the St. Augustine weekend. Okay.
It's just not in my calendar.
Gotcha.
So we have basically 8 out of 8 weekends, we're only not seeing her one of them.
Wow. Good thing we like her. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a lot of Viviana.
I know. There'll be a little Matt mixed in too.
He said you're welcome. Yeah, there'll be a couple weekends there with Matt.
There will be a little bit of Matt. A
Wow.
little bit of the Matt squared. The Matt to the second power.
2 Matts.
Mats, 2 Mats. Floor mat and doormat.
Just thinking yoga mat and Pilates mat.
Oh, well, that might be
I don't-
better. I don't know.
Yoga, I couldn't think of something to really go with yoga.
I don't know. Cutting mat. I don't know.
Placemat.
Placemat.
I like doormat and floor mat. That was funny.
Yeah.
What other kind of mats are there?
There's like the mat on a painting.
Painting
It's just called a mat.
Mat, yeah.
I think. I don't think there's.
Oh, that mat. I was thinking of like matte paint.
Like a matte finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a matte finish. It's different than a gloss finish or a satin finish
Right.
or a matte finish. But that mat has an E in it.
No. Not Liquitex. Liquitex is no E.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And 2 T's?
You want me to show you?
I believe you.
No, I'm going to show you now.
I believed her. It's weird though. Gina said, "Matte with a matte head, like matte, like the luster, like dull." She's going to get a bottle of paint medium now, I think. So, anyway, we got a lot going on. Man, that's a lot going on. I had a lot I needed to get accomplished on weekends, but it doesn't sound like that's going to happen very easily. So, I may have to do stuff during the week. I have a shiny head, and you have a not shiny head. I don't know, my head can be pretty shiny.
Okay. So that does have an E on it, but I just
Oh.
I just saw something because I've been looking at stuff.
Mhm.
I just saw something that didn't have an E, and I was like, well, that's weird that it doesn't have an E.
That would be weird.
I just don't remember what it was.
That would be weird. Mm-hmm.
Matt with a matte head.
Mm-hmm. But my head is pretty shiny.
It can be.
Yeah.
Like the picture. Did you say it or did somebody else? I showed somebody that picture and they said the light's reflecting off his head.
Yeah. I wasn't wearing a hat.
Did you say that or did somebody else
No,
tell you?
I didn't say that. It is kind of a creepy angle, though, to be fair. So.
That was our anniversary espresso martinis. No, it doesn't look like it's shining off in there. Whatever.
Not as bad. Yeah. Yeah, we had 2 fancy dinners this week because Ed and Anita got us a gift card to Texas Roadhouse. And we're like, oh, we'll use it for our anniversary on Tuesday. And then Monday, coming home from work, Kimber was like, I really want to go to Texas Roadhouse
That is
tonight.
not what happened. No.
So, you know, I had to oblige her.
Yeah.
And we went.
Or maybe someone else said, oh, I really wish tonight was Tuesday. And I said, why? You want Texas Roadhouse tonight? And he said, maybe. And he said, but if we do that, then what am I going to have tomorrow? So, you know.
So we went to Carrabba's.
I'm still waiting for you to buy me a anniversary dinner.
Huh.
Because I bought your anniversary dinner.
Huh. I got your Texas Roadhouse. We went over the gift card by $16.
Mm-hmm. Viviana has seen your tour video, Canberra. Uh-oh.
That's funny. Yes, Stacy. Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse is good. Yes, we were very appreciative of that gift card, which was not necessary or asked for or expected, but very appreciated nonetheless.
Sorry, I'm talking to
It is
Gina.
10:07. We said we were going to be off 7 minutes ago.
Viviana, how was my tour video? Since you've seen it. Very good, I'm sure. I should be a tour guide.
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk like those people.
You don't, no, because I would not stand for that. I don't like the tour guide voice.
Yeah, but I didn't do that.
No. But I know people who do that for a living and do that and should know better. But they don't. All right. Well, we should probably sign out because it
Okay.
is 10:07 and I'm really thirsty and yeah.
I want popcorn.
And you want popcorn. She was not surprised but very amused. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys, listening to us blab about the amazing time we had on that group cruise. Thank you to Ed and Anita and Todd and Patty for making that extra special. Thank you to Viviana for really getting that all kicked off and making that even more special. And thank you to J and D for an awesome group cruise. We will see you guys in 2 weeks on the live. Probably see you here and there on social media.
Unless we can convince my mom to go on.
Well, if her friend wasn't here, maybe, but she's not going to sit in this room.
I know.
But we could do from the phone anywhere.
True.
So we could do it potentially from their hotel or something like that. So we'll see. We're not planning to be on Friday, but, keep an eye out. If we can talk Tammy into it, maybe we go to the meadery and do it from the meadery.
She doesn't like mead.
Oh, yeah. That's not going to happen then. So.
Keel and Curly, though.
Oh, but I don't know if that's a good venue for that. But
No.
yeah,
They have an outdoor seating area.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've only been
But she
there
likes
once.
wine.
She does. Anyway, you guys have a good week. We will see you later.
You gotta turn it off up there.
I know.
Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.